Hello friends. In our last two videos about the how to write AWPS, we have discussed about the precautionary measures what we are supposed to take before writing AWPS. Today, in the third part of it, I will be explaining further about the test plate dimensions and thickness being qualified, and what are the destructive and non-destructive tests required to get it qualified, and so on. So let us start. For your information, let me tell you that we will be writing a WPS which will get qualified for unlimited thicknesses in flat and horizontal positions. Welcome back to Weldtech QC, the YouTube channel of Lloyd's Institute of Technologies, and my name is Vincent. Hello, here you can see figure 6.6, location of test specimens on welded test plate over 10 mm, WPS qualification. Okay, this is in clause 6.10, 6.10. Here, figure 6.6 is specifically for the plates above 10 mm thick for WPS qualification. Okay, there are two options. One is longitudinal bend specimens and transverse bend specimen. If you want to go for longitudinal, the test plate will be longer, and the other, if it is the transverse bend specimen you would like to opt, then the dimension, the length will be lesser than the other one. So I think we'll go for the transverse bend specimens. So what are the mechanical tests or destructive tests is required? You can see here side bend specimen. There are four of them. Four side bend specimen. One here, second, third, and fourth. Four side bend specimen you have to draw out from this test plate after welding, and two reduced section tension specimen. This is for tensile uh, test, the pulley test to get the tensile strengths, various strengths and elongation, etc. So you need, I repeat, four numbers of side bend specimen and two numbers of reduced section tension specimen. Okay, and if you have to go for CVN testing, that is if required and if mentioned in the contract, only then you will have to go for that. So currently, let us not consider that. So in that case, your length will be a minimum of 15 inches, that is around 380 millimeter minimum. So it is better to go for 400 millimeter ideally, 400 millimeter length, and here also it is 7 inch or 180 mm each piece. So this we will go for 200 each. That means 400 will be the width and 400 will be the length. Let us keep this much at least. Okay, because a longer one will be longer and broader one will be slightly better always. It will prove beneficial later on in case if any problem while machining the reduced section tension specimen, they can draw another piece without retesting the whole thing. So it is always beneficial to have a broader and longer plate than required as per the code. Okay, so we are finalizing. We will go for the transverse bend specimen and the length will be 400, and this way also 400, that means 200 plus 200, 400. Okay, so that is finalized. Along with the other things, we should also finalize on few more things. That is, okay, for SMAW, we have decided the welding process will be SMAW, and the code what we are going to follow, the welding code we are going to follow is AWS D1.1. Okay. Now the other thing what we should consider is which position, welding position should we go, and what thickness we should go for. What should be the thickness of the plate we should go for. Okay. So we have to look into our own activities, welding activities in the shop floor. Normally in the shop floor, you will find more or less the flat position and horizontal fillet welds in most of the cases. Okay, and we will go for CJP groove welding of plate. That means complete joint penetration is known as CJP groove. And test position will go for 2G position, because if you pass a CJP groove, you are your production plate welding qualified is the groove CJP, that means complete joint penetration in flat and horizontal position, and also in the partial joint penetration and fillet weld, and even for the pipe welding also you are qualified for for flat and horizontal position. So let us decide the position will be 2G position, that is horizontal groove welding. Now let us see the thickness. Okay, for the thickness we have to go for the next table. Okay, and here you will be able to find if your nominal plate thickness in mm is given in the bracket. Rather than going for that, I would like to go for a 25 plate, so that you are qualified to weld unlimited thickness. If you are going for 25 and over, which will be needing two reduced section tension and four side ventures, as I told you just a while ago. Okay, so we have decided this. Our welding position will be 2G, and the material thickness will be 25 or 1 inch thickness. Okay, so these are finalized. Now, so let us see how we prepare a preliminary WPS. So for that purpose, to start writing a preliminary WPS, we will be using the sample WPS from AWS D1.1. Okay, this will work as a guideline for us, and I'll be making a little changes, keeping the essential variables intact. Okay, I'll be using a slightly different format, and we will be using that for the PWPS. Okay, all those will be in the next. And that's all for the time being. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.